Hi, I'm back to work today after an amazing week off. A week off for me is a really big deal. I've had a really crazy year this year, writing a book and doing lots of traveling and online courses, and I decided to start a system of taking a sabbatical, so having a week off every 7 weeks in order to rest and to recharge my batteries both physically and creatively. So for this first sabbatical, I really wanted to rest, but I also wanted to reconnect with my sketchbook because I haven't really been very passionate about sketching lately. I've just been going through the motions. So what I want to do with you today is to share my sketches from the week in a vlog rather than a blog. So let's get going. So here's my new sketchbook, which is a large size Stillman & Byrne soft cover alpha book. Now the last book I used was also a soft cover but a smaller size, and I really enjoyed the lighter weight and the flexibility and the casualness of this book, but I thought I'd try in the larger size. Now my daily sketchbook is normally a hardcover one, which is also the same paper, Stillman & Byrne alpha. You can find out more about these sketchbooks, particularly the soft cover, in a link that I will include just below this video. So, but anyway, I just want to show you what I did last week in this larger size, and it was really great to start a new sketchbook and also to start a different size that I've never worked on before, and I have to say I really loved it. So as typical, I start my sketchbook with a sketch of my palette. I've been doing this for the last, I don't know, 70 sketchbooks, many years, and this is slightly different from the one on my blog, which I will update soon. And then I'm not afraid to do pages of just pure text. So this is a double page spread, basically just recording a few ideas and thoughts and feelings about each day of my sabbatical. And then here's the first page of my sketchbook, sketch in terms of sketches, on the first Saturday. And to be honest, I was really pleased with this page. I was when I did this, I thought, wow, this is really exciting. I'm really liking the format. I like the bigger page, able to put together a few little bits and pieces and some notes. And this is just a really happy, fun way to start my sketchbook. As you can see, the morning coffee is going to be a theme, and a rare teacup sketch. On Sunday I don't sketch, but I just write a few notes, and then on Monday I went to a different cafe than normal, and then I tried to sketch a really boring, ugly scene, which is actually called Piazza Via Roma, which I think is really funny since it's so ugly and suburbia. And one of the things that I really want to focus on more is sketching the everyday and finding beauty in the everyday. I don't think I quite made it there, but it was a good attempt. And then I had lunch at South Curl, and so I did a quick sketch at the beach before I left and sat in the traffic. And then on Tuesday I went back to that cafe and sat inside sketching the cafe view. I had the intention to do a really slow, careful sketch, but just didn't happen. And then bits and pieces from the day. I really just love keeping a journal of my life, and it doesn't matter how trivial the bits and pieces, the sketch I do. I started to do some sewing. I dropped my Sailor Fude nib, but it's okay. It's back to normal. I was able to bend it back. And then this is just a really very simple, boring sketch, but it's really quite significant because it's the tag, the toll tag from my car, which I haven't been able to go and replace for months. So it's kind of a really symbolic sketch that I finally got around to doing something about getting a new tag. On the Wednesday, I didn't get out to a cafe, but I did go into town in the afternoon and went to a tea room and had a nice cup of tea and some scones, which I haven't done for ages and ages and ages. This was a bit rushed because it was closing time, but I'm quite interested in some of the lost and found edges that I did in this sketch of the teacup, which is a little bit different from what I normally do. See how I haven't drawn the lines here and here. And then I did a very quick sketch of Town Hall, Sydney Town Hall. Those of you who follow me on Instagram, Liz Steele Art, will have seen a little bit of a demo from that in my Instagram stories. So I'm hoping to do more and more of those as we come into summer more and more. Thursday, another cafe sketch as I went out. I wasn't feeling great and the latte sketch is a little bit all over the place. So what I do when I feel like I'm not really happy with the sketch is I just start doing a continuous line. So this is a continuous line sketch from the other things on the table, which just gets me loosened up. And then I thought I should actually draw a view of the cafe. I wasn't particularly inspired by the view, and so I had no plan. I was just kind of doing a very exploratory sketch. And when I came up to this part, I actually drew the basket with the coffee bags that is behind the counter, the same line weight as the front counter. I was a little bit annoyed with myself that I hadn't changed the line weight so that read as further back. So I kind of lost interest a little bit in the sketch, but I was quite interested in this bit here where I haven't drawn all of the stools and the table, and so I was just thinking about this whole idea of how to find a new way, an exciting way of doing cafe scenes. So when I went home, I was still thinking about it. I decided to do a shape-based one first, just from memory of the different elements, and started to come and draw a couple of lines. I was also thinking about the overall design of the cafe, which is quite nice, even though I wasn't particularly inspired by the view that I could see. And I'm thinking about edges all the time. I talk about and share a lot of really important concepts about getting the most out of your ink and wash in my online class called Edges, and it's something that I'm thinking about all the time. Friday, another cafe visit. You can see there's a theme happening here. A local cafe. I had a flat white because I'm sick of drawing glasses. I much prefer to draw a cup, and then this particular cafe has patterned teacup. And then I also did just a very, very simple little line work drawing showing where I was sitting recording that. In the afternoon, some parcels, a book parcel, and also a sticker from Sean McKay with Sean West, and I just did my own loose version, lost and found edges of his very famous Hustle hand lettering, which I got a sticker of. So I sketched the sticker rather than sticking the sticker in the book, because I've got to leave it for something special. I'm not quite sure what. Some new toys, which I won't talk about, and then a bit of a random page. Like, I was reading about this particular Palladian villa the night before, so I just wanted to record that. A few interesting things that I found when I was reading, some more sewing, and then on Saturday I finally got out sketching with the Urban Sketchers Sydney gang. I've been missing in action most of the year, and I think this is only the second sketching event that I've been to all year. We met up at Sydney Uni in the lovely main quadrangle area. It was really blowing a gale, and I often just spend most of these events talking to people, so I thought I would go outside the quad and draw the view from the outside. But Peter Rush came up and sat down and sketched next to me, and it was great. We had lots of great conversations, but it also meant I wasn't as focused on my sketch. But I had a lot of fun. This was shape-based first, and then lots of lines. Very, very complicated Gothic building, complex scene. I might actually tell you a little bit more about this sketch later in the week. And then I was going to get up and go and do another sketch because we were supposed to be sketching gargoyles, but I didn't get a chance to because we just kept talking. So I just did this very, very loose sketch of a little bit more around the corner of the skyline. So I quite like the fact that this one is a positive, and this one is more a negative. I also then went to a birthday party, and I just didn't get a chance to sketch. So I've just written things. So that's what I like to do. I'm trying to record everything that I did in the week. So if I don't get to sketch, I like to write notes, and that's my particular emphasis, because I feel like if you have a narrative of your story and a narrative of your creative journey at the one time, the two kind of build on each other. That was yesterday, and then today my cafe latte sketch, and that's about it. So there you have it. That's my week worth of sketches, and I have two big takeaways. The first one is that I'm really liking this bigger size soft cover. The bigger size enables me to put lots of little bits and pieces together, and fill the page with lots of kind of trivia and random stuff. And the soft cover means that it's lighter weight. So this book, although it's bigger than the hardcover book that I normally use, is actually lighter in weight. And the other big takeaway and realization I had is that the sketches that I've done in the past week have mainly been when I've been out and about, or in my case inside cafes. And what I really want to do is to really focus more on sketching everyday things here at home, here in my workplace, in the daily grind, the boring things of life, and making the narrative out of that, rather than dependent on having grand adventures and going to the beach and going exciting tea rooms and all kinds of other places. And that's really the focus for this coming week. So there you have it. I hope that you enjoyed seeing a video rather than just the stills, and seeing me talk as well. So I'd love to hear from you what your particular struggles are in terms of sketching regularly, and also whether you've enjoyed looking through my sketchbook in a video format. But until next time, have fun and keep sketching.